Hey, what's up guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, we're going to take a look at some unbelievable photos surfacing out of Northern California of the sun behind this wildfire smoke you see here. These are the latest wildfires visible from space here at the GOES 16 satellite. That's the glass wildfire from the satellite perspective, and there's many other ones surrounding those two main ones that are burning very, very hot and quick. From what I understand, the Zog wildfire has consumed 40,000 and the glass wildfire almost 40,000. We're going to come back and take a look at some details surrounding this year's unprecedented wildfire season and the photos and videos that I've received here recently from people in the area. But first, a quick look at the Schumann resonance. You can see a spike here in the last 24 hours. That's from a Earth-facing coronal hole. And you can see since then, the energy has passed the Earth and everything looks pretty much back to normal. Speaking of normal, over here at the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, another day at the office, more energy moving around the caldera of the supervolcano. That seems to be the new norm. Hopefully, this is not going to be the new norm. All of the wildfire activity that we've been seeing in California, Oregon, and Washington, we're here at Zoom Earth, and you can see these are the latest rounds of very intense wildfires that have prompted many evacuations. Just a season like we've never seen before. There's always a wildfire season, especially out west out here, and it hasn't even really got fully started yet, even though we've already seen nearly 4 million acres consumed, according to CAL FIRE here at the calfire.gov website. You can see here acres consumed, 3.7 million. There's been 8,136 wildfire incidents, 7,800 structures, and unfortunately 26 fatalities associated with all of these very intense wildfires, and they just keep coming. So here you can see over here on the right, active incidents, the August complex, which includes the Doe fire, 938,000 acres. And that's just one wildfire complex. The SCU lightning complex, nearly 400,000 acres. LNU lightning complex, 363,000. Both of those being 98% contained. And what contained means is this. It doesn't necessarily mean that the wildfire is out. It means that it is literally contained. They've gotten a circle around the wildfire, and it could still technically burn for a while even though it may be contained. Containment means, like this wildfire you see here, they can get a perimeter 100% around the wildfire so that when it reaches the perimeter, it goes out. If there's no perimeter, say around this side, and the wind's blowing this way, then the wildfire can continue to move in that direction. When they have a perimeter around the wildfire, it definitely helps in getting the wildfire into some sense of control, and they're able to manage it. Right now, the glass fire and the Zog fire, as you can see over here, 0% containment. And that was as of this morning, the latest update. But we click on the glass fire, it takes us to this area here. And again, like a lot of these fires, there's been a lot of structures involved, many evacuations. That's just north and slightly east of the Santa Rosa area. The Zog fire is up north, a little farther north, up south and west of Redding, right in here. And when you zoom out, you can kind of get a scope of just exactly how much ground these wildfires have covered. Look at that. I mean, unbelievable. Clear up into Oregon. And you can see it's mainly isolated to the western half of Oregon. In Washington, it's more in the central area. California, it's pretty evenly distributed. A lot on the west coast. But you also have it over in the Sierra Nevadas too. Very active wildfire season, and we've still got October to go and November to go. A couple more months of wildfire season, and they just keep coming. Unbelievable year. I've never seen anything like it. And I've been getting photos from the area. I want to take and show you guys some photos that have been taken from, like I said, under and behind this wildfire smoke at sunsets from the Northern California area. And I've got a red sunset here that was sent in by Lisa C. And she sent this video footage in of probably the most red sun I think I've ever seen. This is unedited. This is exactly the way she sent this video to me, taken on September 28th of 2020. California sunset from the newest round of wildfire smoke that I just showed you at Zoom Earth. And that's the sun setting off in the distance behind those very thick plumes of smoke. A lot of times the sun looks very small. You're going to see some photos in this video of very strange looking suns in the sky, things that I've never really seen before, and not quite sure how to explain it really. This here, I'm assuming it's from nitrogen. I'll explain a little more about that in a minute, but that kind of gives the smoke in the sky a reddish color, which would maybe give the sun a reddish color. I don't know. I'm just trying to think outside the box here, but I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. But that's one of the most red sunsets I think I've ever seen. Nitrogen dioxide is one of the chemical compounds that comes out of the wildfire smoke, and that being up in the air could create a red sun. It creates a reddish gas that at higher temperatures it is a reddish brown gas. You can see it right there. So that could be what's causing the reddish sun. Some other things I really don't have an explanation for. Carbon monoxide, you can see here the concentrations over at nullschool.net. Very, very thick, over 11,000 parts per billion in these areas of the most recent wildfires. And you can see why over here at Zoom Earth. That smoke is incredibly thick. Here are some of the pictures that have been sent in recently from California, Colorado, and we're going to start off in California. This is what the smoke looked like back on the 28th as it was moving across the California sky. This is a webcam over at windy.com. Photo here sent in by Alexis H. from Corona, California. Sun looks like a giant rogue planet. Look at that, stripes and all. That's the sun, to the best of my knowledge, and Alexis's too. She sent in that photo, this one here, and you can see how it changed personalities. Look at the different colors there compared to the first photo. And that's the same sky, just on a different day. Willie E. out of San Pedro, California. Get a load of that red sky. Looks like another planet. Jessica P. Rancho Palo Verdes, California. This one here, I don't really know how to explain what we're seeing here. It almost looks like some sort of an eclipse. This photo was taken by Jessica. Look at that. Just incredible. It looks like some sort of an eclipse going on there. I'm going to zoom in closer. These are the original photos as I received them. These are unedited. These are exactly the way I received them. Look at that right there. Doesn't even look like the sun. And look at, especially this one here. Again, that's unedited. That's the way I received the photo. Now I'm going to zoom in on the photo sent in by Jessica P. Looks like some sort of an eclipse is occurring. And here's another one where more of the sun appears to be covered by something. Had an ombre effect to it, you know. Different colors, and they were able to see this too. It showed up in the camera. They were able to see the multiple colors of the sun during this event. This one here doesn't look like the sun to me. Look at that. I don't know. Just super weird. So, you know, you have to assume, here's another view of that same photo. You have to assume that it's the wildfire smoke influencing the sunlight, but you never know. View from Nevada. Patricia N. This was taken from northern Nevada. She noticed this she saw this with her eyes. She said this was not a camera artifact. She said she saw these dual suns, or the dual sunlight in the sky. That was in the eastern sky. This is the western sky a few hours later on the same day, and there was one. But earlier in the day, she said she did see two. Here's a view from Colorado, and Michael said they too saw a dual sunset in the sky. This could be something to do with a light anomaly with the roll clouds right there. See the clouds there, and they're splitting the light up of the sun? I'm just saying it's a possibility, but they saw, it didn't just show up in the picture, they saw what looked like dual suns at sunset. And that's clearly what shows up in the picture. Absolutely. View from an airplane sent in by Nick R. out of Stockton, Missouri. And you can see the sun is behind some wildfire smoke, and you can see taken from the cockpit of this airplane the very thick smoke over Stockton, Missouri. This was from a few days ago. But get a load of this photo here. Looks like a yellow comet flying through the sky. That's the sun low on the horizon, And that's how the horizon appeared from the cockpit of this airplane. You can clearly see the airplane right here. This was sent in by Nick R. as he was over Stockton, Missouri. Get a load of that photo. Looks like a giant orange comet. Obviously it's not, but that's what it looks like. And again, a lot of this is influenced from the wildfire smoke. So once again, a record year so far in California. Nearly 4 million acres consumed by wildfires, and there's still a couple of months of the wildfire season to go. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.